Hello, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to run a program which has some interactive features in it, like it will ask you for some input, and once you provide that input it will display what you have provided. Some kind of greetings program. For example, it asks you for your name, and when you write your name it sends you a greeting message with your name in it. You may not be able to understand the whole of program because it uses some of the very advanced feature of Java, but nevertheless you can use the code because if you write Java program, many times you have to use very lot of built-in codes. So you should learn how to use built-in codes, like some of the existing packages and existing classes like that. So first let us start with I already created a class, and it's called first greeting program. And the first thing that you have to do is first import a package java.io. Under java.io there are multiple input and output packages, so I put asterisk. Okay, and any Java program has to have a class name. It starts with a class name, so the class name is the same as the file name. Class name is simple greetings. And then here, since we are going to execute this file, so it has to have a main method. So public static void main, and as I mentioned, there has to be a string, then open and close square bracket, then args. Remember, this is kind of a standard code, so you get used to this. Sometimes these are called boilerplate code, but you might be seeing that I have added one more line called throws IO exception. Since we are going to accept the input from the keyboard, so it will always have a provision to catch if there is any kind of error from outside devices, like external devices like keyboard or mouse or something like that. So anytime when you accept input, Java expects from you that you provide some provision. You provide a provision for IO exception. Now, since we are going to use in keyboard as input, so you have to provide we have to use a class class provided by Java called BufferedReader. So I am instantiating one object. I will also explain to you what an object is. I am instantiating an object with the BufferedReader class. Okay, just follow me and gradually you will understand. You may not be able to understand everything at this point of time because I am using some of the very advanced feature of Java. So I am instantiating one object called in using the BufferedReader class. Okay, so I'll just add one more line in between these two. So it is expecting some input from you. It is asking you to enter your name. This message will be displayed. Okay, now immediately after the main method, I forgot to add one line, that is I am instantiating one object in using BufferedReader class. As you learn Java, you will be very frequently hearing these terms called instantiation and object, and I will definitely explain about object because that is one of the most important feature of Java, object and classes. Okay, so first I instantiated an object called in using BufferedReader. Okay, then I use the code in equal to new BufferedReader input stream reader, and then I'm asking user to provide the input. That input should be user's name, and I'm declaring a string variable. I will also explain what is a variable and what are the different data types of Java. Just follow this one. This is not to explain you how to use variables or introduce you to Java data types, rather to show you how to write an interactive program so that you get an idea what you can expect from Java. So system.out dot println. So it has accepted the your name using system dot in. So it is reading the input provided by you using the read line method of buffered reader class, and now it is displaying the greeting message with your name. So hello, then followed by whatever name you have provided when the program runs. So when the program runs, first thing that it will do, it will ask you to write your name, and once you write your name, it will immediately display the message hello followed by your name. Just follow this code and eventually you will understand what these things mean, because these things will come off and on very often. So let us run this program. To run this program, you have to click the right mouse button and then run file, or you can use shift followed by F6, shift F6, or right mouse button followed by run file. And once it runs, it asks you enter your name. Suppose you provide your name as Charlie Chaplin, so it says hello Charlie Chaplin. Let us run this program once again. This time you provide a more funny name, Johnny Depp. And it displays the message hello Johnny Depp. So now you got the idea that how to write an interactive program in Java. I know you will not understand